Good morning. Let's get started by a pretty wide stance with your palms facing the heavens and float them up, turn and sink. And this is called Ride with Waves. So with your breathing, inhale up, pause, and exhale and sink. This class will be focusing on calming anxiety and fear. We'll be tapping into that calm and stillness of the water element. So as you do this movement, tap into the strength and effortless effort of the waves. Maybe each time rising a little higher as the high waves and then the low, so rising high and low. Maybe floating a little higher. Exhaling. And maybe inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. Moving with effortless effort. And that inner strength. And in your movement, tap into stillness. And then maybe sinking even lower, rising even higher. Inhaling as you move with the waves. I have this slidey down skirt on, and I think it's kind of sounding like the waves, right? As the waves come in on the shore. Let's do two more. Now, bringing your hands on your lower belly, inviting your feet just merge with the earth. Be like a rock on the bottom of the sea. And just sink, grounded to that bottom of the sea, grounded to the earth. Inviting your tailbone to just gently soften. And the bottom of the sea is always calm and still and safe. So even as the waves, or maybe there's a big storm crashing all around above, just tap in to that stillness deep within, but also at the bottom of the sea. Taking a slow, deep breath into your belly. A pause and a slow breath out. And in your stillness, notice motion deep in your body. And then opening up your eyes, widening your stance. You do tidal wave, so shifting your weight from side to side. Releasing any anxiety. Now we'll be working with the water element. And so in the water element, when the water element is out of balance, fear can get frozen like ice, right? So in this movement, release and melt any excess fear and excess anxiety. Again, tapping into that power and strength of the waves. Moving with effortless water away. And then letting your hip lead. And then your head. The sun is doing kind of some weird, it's lovely to have the sun out. I live in a place, there's a song written by a guy in town called I Live Where It's Gray. So the sun is, sorry, I'm making some weird things going on, but we don't see it in my part of the world very often in the winter. So move with your hip and then let your head come next. So move the body like a river, and then let your arms join in and tapping into that fluidity, flow, and ease. And then keeping your heart facing the earth, swinging your arms like a pendulum, releasing any tension and tightness in your upper back. If we're feeling pretty anxious, well, many of us hold tension and tightness right between our shoulder blades. Releasing, maybe following your hands. And then slow it down and do a forward fold. And release tension and tightness from your hamstrings and calves and lower back. And then bring your hands to your lower back. And inhale as you come up and push your hips forward. And exhale, parallel to the earth, opening up the front of your hips. A lot of times when we're anxious, we can hold a lot of tension in our hips and our pelvic floor. So gently pushing in, stretching, and maybe bringing your elbows toward each other, opening up your heart and your hips. And then come to center. Now, float up your hands to about your heart and lift up on your toes. And then exhale as you do a forward fold. So inhale up on your toes, exhale, forward fold. This is called wagging the tail. So inhale up and exhale down. Let's do one more to the center. Now come up on your toes, and as you go down, turn and go to one side, come to the center and come up. And then turn to the other side and come up. So going to one side, coming up. Let's just stick to one side. So exhale down, inhaling up. And then whenever, just want to kind of release. So breathing out your mouth and in your nose. Now the HA, that's the healing sound for the heart. And anxiety can be connected to the heart and the fire element out of balance. But it also can be connected to our kidneys and the water element. Let's try using the healing sound for the kidneys and the water element, which is chew. And CHOOO. So inhale and chew. Let's do one more to the side. Chew. Come up to center. Let's do this even more slowly. Lifting up and turn. Chew. To the other side. Chew. In this movement, as we lift up, we're lifting our bubbling springs, right? At the beginning of the kidney meridian at the bottom of our feet. Kidneys are connected to the water element. In the season of winter, Right? Winter is our time to really tap in to calm and stillness. So even in this movement, let's tap into that inner strength. I forgot about my healing sound. Let's do it. Let's do 2 more. And then bringing your hands to your heart. And then pushing out and looking the other way. Now push your palm out to the horizon and release. And then pushing out. Actually in the middle of your palm is the Qigong point, which is a great point to relieve anxiety. So exhale. Let's use a heart sound. Ha. 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 Still moving with that effortless effort. Water and fire have a beautiful relationship, right? Water can help calm fire. Let's do one more. And turn your awareness deep into the inner depths of yourself. Then opening up your eyes, bring your right leg forward and shake out your right arm. And then doing a turn so that you're facing your back leg. Now lift your shoulder up to your ear and release as you shift your weight forward. So with your breathing, inhale and exhale. So I'm inviting tension and tightness to release from your shoulders, your hips, and sometimes how we hold our bodies, maybe clenching our shoulders and clenching our hips, is a reaction to some sort of stress, right? But then that holding pattern becomes a habit. So inviting your body to tune into a different habit, a habit of relaxation and ease. So then shifting your weight to your back leg, finding your balance. And on 3, let's give a kick. 1, 2, 3. Kick, releasing what no longer serves you. Let's do 2 more. Maybe with a ha, and then switch. All right, now with the other arm. Noticing that as your shoulder starts to release tension and tightness, it actually can help your hips, vice versa. So moving with flow and ease. Inhaling as you shift your weight back and exhaling forward. Tuning into how big of a movement feels right. Listening always to your body. But even in this movement, tap in to your inner calm and your inner peace. Moving with that effortless effort. And then somehow with effortless effort, shift your weight back to your back leg. Standing tall, straightening your standing leg. And on 3, 1, 2, 3. And then shake it out. Now choose, tune in. We do this all the time, right? That's a healing sound for our heart. Now our kidneys, we don't pay as much, we're less in tune with. So the healing sound, like I did earlier, that chew, so tune into you. Chew. Tune into you, which sound? Chew. Chew. And slow it down. Now turning so that your toe is facing out to one side and your other back toe is kind of a 45-degree angle. Square your hips. So your hips are facing the same way as your front toe. Shift your weight so that you kind of see your toe over your knee. This is called the bear looks behind. So tighten your glutes as you lift your heart, your chin, and you look back behind you, stretching out your back hip flexor. Bear looks behind. Now the bear, 5-element frogs, is associated often with the water element and our kidneys. So we're giving our kidneys a little massage. So now here's the fun part. Bring your heart toward the earth. Tuck your chin and go over as far as feels comfortable. Now you're going to swoop around to the center as your feet kind of come along for the ride, right? Well, your feet are letting you have the ride. Now lift your heart, your chin, your weight's kind of more towards your front leg. Now lifting your heart to look back over now your left shoulder. I'm doing a mirror image. As the bear looks back, tightening your glutes, protecting your back, giving your kidneys a nice massage. So then we'll come back down. So now we'll do it in more of a flowing movement. So take a breath in. Now exhale as you bring your heart, your chin, tuck, swoop around. And now inhale. Now exhale as you tuck, swoop, stretching out your lower back. And then opening up the front of your hip flexors. A lot of times tight hip flexors are due to actually stuck fear. So release that stuck fear in your hip flexors. And then at the pace of your breathing, letting your feet kind of twirl around, switch as the bear looks behind. I don't know, I just learned this move. I think it's super cool. So I hope that you like it as well. So inhale up. Let's do this one more slowly. So tuck your tailbone. Look, twist, listening to your lower back. And just enjoy that stretch. Just sink into it. Now slowly bring your heart to the earth. Tuck your chin. Round your lower back as you look around and then twist and then just sink and settle. And then release and shake it all out. So then since we just did the bear looks behind, let's do the bear swims in the great ocean. So gliding your hips back, do a swim. With your breathing, take a big breath in and exhale. Moving with that strength, but tapping into your inner peace and calm. Really being anchored and rooted. Let's do two more. And then widening your stance, bringing in whatever helps you calm, tuning into your inner peace. This is called polishing the table. Us breathing naturally. Playing around with polishing now it's a shorter table, right? Pulling in whatever nourishes your lower belly, also your kidneys. And now polishing a very, very high table, calming your mind. And we'll come back to our heart center. And then shifting your weight from side to side. Just stroking the waterfall at sunrise with one hand. Inhaling as you come up. And exhaling as you sink. Inviting the back of your hand to just float up a waterfall of light. And now your palm to float down. Tuning in to the strength of that waterfall. And the flow of that waterfall. And the ease. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Let's do one more to each side. And then either finding a chair, if that works best for you, or if kneeling is something you're comfortable with. This is called like a rock on the bottom of the sea. And we did this earlier, but standing, and it's kind of more powerful if you're kind of kneeling or sitting. And we'll end, maybe if it feels right, with your hands on your heart. And just tap into the calm and stillness at the bottom of the sea. Even while perhaps there's a storm raging all around you, tap into that calm and peace. Taking a slow breath into your belly and a slow breath out. And then with a rub on your heart, give gratitude for all that you have. And give gratitude for all that you are. And send out a little piece of the peace, the calm that you've been cultivating, in the form of an offering. So blow your offering into the palms of your hands. And your next exhale, release. And thank you. You too, sweet Meg. Thanks for coming. Bye.